Hello guys, this is Roderick Harris with my video here covering assignment 10 um, of chapters 4 and 5 of our best practice textbook. Um, just talk a little bit more about the textbook with me being not too far out of my high school education, probably 4 or 5 years ago I graduated. Um, when reading through this book, chapters 4 and 5, I can now get a better understanding of why we did things and the purpose and the reason of what my instructor at the time was trying to get it from us from doing the assignment. um, Chapter 4 talks about some of the best practice writing and when dealing with students in the writing classroom. And chapter 5 talks about mathematics. Um, both of the chapters talk about some things that are very similar that I remember as an educator. In my video, I'll be talking about more of my education learning experiences and tying it to our assignment. Since I have no current classroom experience, I kind of just be tying in my learning experience into our assignment. Um, some of the common similarities that are provided in both chapters are the textbook recommends for teachers to implement um, communication with students in the classroom. Um, Both of those I can remember in high school being tied into the curriculum, whether that's we the teacher start in our writing class. My English class, excuse me, the teacher will start the class off with like a beginning icebreaker, where we write something down on the index card, something like that. Just start the classroom off. Then we will engage, kind of talk about whatever that assignment was. Um, the same can go for mathematics. Um, for more of the mathematics side, it talks a lot about communication, also getting students involved and work with smaller groups, just to let the students engage, less anxiety, the students not having to worry about talking to a large group of people. Um, let's see here. Also talks about graphic organizers and different charts that's also used in writing. um, let's see here. Some key things I would like to talk about that were provided in chapter 4 that I can kind of tie into my education, my learning experiences is how my English teachers and professors will have us relate our writing to real life situations, real life things. I think that just gets the student more involved in his writing, in their writing, and try to get them to paint out a clearer picture of what they're trying to write about. I think that's key. That's also key when dealing with practices in mathematics. Um, let's see here. Another practice that it mentions and lists in chapter 4 is engaging students in pre-writing activities. That is key. I remember doing that even in college, engaging in pre-writing activities, just kind of icebreaker type activities. Another key one that really helped me in high school and in college was have students write in cloud. So have students write and then cloud what whether that be the teacher. We did a lot of peer review in high school and in college, and that helped me a lot. Just kind of get others' perspectives of my writing and just to see how it sounded when it comes from others. I think peer review is very important for students to partake in when you're talking about writing practices. Um, let's see here. And then lastly, which I talked about, make writing relate to the real world. that's key because it's just, allows students to really engage and get an understanding of, what they're trying to get across to their audience. And all those things. The neat thing about I talk about writing so much because writing really ties into the other subjects more than mathematics does. I know English teachers or professors kind of work hand in hand with a lot of other subjects, such as history, whatever. Um, but I think writing ties into a lot more than mathematics. Though the book is a great book, it provides a lot of different practices that I think is very key for whether that's current educators or soon to be educators. These are some great notes that I have that I look to definitely utilize once I get into a classroom setting.